I press this? Hmm. Okay, I was just trying to organize the laptop. I'm just waiting to see if anyone will jump in. The first person is in. Good night. Who is this person that is in? Welcome, welcome. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm KC. I do inspirational lessons, well, daily inspirational lessons, and I also speak about my weight loss journey. I'm not sure who this is, but you can feel free to comment in the chat to let me know who you are. Welcome. I am also vibing from Jamaica. Jamaica, the beautiful land of Jamaica. You can share where you're watching from and how is the weather. How is the weather in your country? I will not be long tonight. Usually I go for an hour or a little over an hour, but I may not be that long tonight. I'm really under the weather. Welcome, welcome. When you come in, you can just tap the screen twice for the live to like. Could be so kind. And if you have not yet subscribed, that is something you can consider as well. Who are the two persons in the chat? It's like when you're doing a class and you have them online and you're like, are you hearing me? That's the feeling. Hi, Casey. Good to have you here. Good, good. How is it there, Casey? Like when persons say Casey, they say Casey, thinking that it is Casey is the name. But this is Casey. Thank you for joining, Casey. It is cold. Okay, in Jamaica, now it is windy. It's quite windy here. And yeah, windy and chilly. We say chilly here. But I'm sure it's nothing compared to what you're feeling where you are. And how is your week? If you see me looking that way, I'm just checking the laptop. You know how the service providers are in Jamaica. Sometimes you may be talking and you're totally disconnected from what's happening in the chat. Hi VC, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let me see if I can go over, and sometimes I don't want to. I have to be mindful that I'm talking to the public and to sit properly, you know. All okay. I saw that you did that on the outside of your house on one of your a short video. That was very beautiful. That was very, very beautiful, Casey. And boy, if you could only ship some of the bakings, some of your cakes and your muffins and all that you bake, that would be very good. I don't know if you ever consider packaging and, you know, selling or those kind of stuff. Good night. Good night, Lacey. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, yes, VC. Yeah. Sometimes when I was doing this, you know, I'm reminded of my mentor. So whenever she is not in the mood, she tend to do or to prepare herself to get in that vibe. So her thing, she'll never have any formal conversation with you if she's not in her heels. And I realize that with me, if I'm in the mood, you can share that as well. Guys, when you come in, please remember to tap the screen twice to like the live, or there is a button on the screen that looks like so. You can just click it and it will like it. So for me, when I put myself, like to put on a little lipstick, I tend to talk more. I don't know what to get you guys in the group, but for me, I do that. I have to get in the group for some way, somehow. Some persons, as I said, Alia, she has to be in her heels. She not go have any meeting with anybody if she's low. It's funny what, I mean, those things really do work. Uh, so how was your week? How was your week? I guess I have to share how mine was. It was an eventful week for me. Please remember to, when you come in, you tap the screen to like the live for persons who are here. That is joining for the first time. I'm KC. I do inspirational lessons daily, and I also speak about my weight loss journey. To date, I am down 32 pounds, which is very good. The other day, I was fitting a dress like a romper thing. Perhaps I may show you guys. It is probably too sexy for the live. But I was putting it on and I was like, oh my goodness, this has to button, you know. Because, you know, sometimes you have some stuff and you want, you love it so much you don't want to give it out. That is it for that outfit. And I was there saying, okay, perhaps if I go 2 more pounds on the side, then I will get in it fully. And I am going to get there fully. So I may show you guys how it is. But your week, how was your week though? My week, oh hi Boogie. Hi, how are you my darling? How are you, sweetheart? I just here I do weekly review, and I will let you know how the weekly review has helped my channel at the end of the year. I'm not sure if this is something that I can, you know, continue to do for a long period, but definitely it is something that I will do for a period, and I will share how it has helped my channel. And yes, good to hear, Boogie. Well, I'm doing well, giving God thanks. For this week, it has been an eventful week. It has been a very tiring week too. When I hear people talk about I'm not able to talk to you because I'm so busy, in my mind I always think that what could have caused you to be so busy to not even text me or to call me. But trust me, this week has taught me something. I remember, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, I came in so exhausted. I could not do anything but to lie down. Lying down, I just fell asleep. Because it's one thing at work, it's so busy. And then now when you coming in from work, the traffic is so heavy. Yes, Boogie, yeah. The traffic is so heavy, so when you get in and those the attitude of the persons on the road, man, you just get all in your system. You just get angry. Hi Shine, welcome my dear. I miss Shine this week, you see. I don't know if anyone experienced that, like persons who you have I Total Tiffany. Yes, a Total Tiffany is one too. I spoke about her last week. Like from the community, you would have seen persons who are there consistently, you know how they vibe you get an understanding how they post as well. And when you don't see them, you're like, what happened there? So this week I didn't see Shine at all. So I'm like, what going on, so man? I can't even message Shine. I forgot on one of his videos to say, you know. And then I saw that he was under the weather and all of that. So everybody is going through something at this time, and we just have to give each other grace. Welcome Diabetes too. Thank you. Thank you. It is so good to see you, Tiffany. Yes, I read that you had the COVID. I did see that. Let me pull this up a little. Yes, and as Shine mentioned too, that the bad flu is going around, and I heard it on the news here. It is a terrible flu that is like COVID. So I am, can I say that here? That thing. So I am so aware now. I am going to just do what I'm supposed to do. Guys, please remember to tap the screen twice when you come in for the live to be liked. And if not, there is a little button down there that looks like this. The thumbs up button. So you can put it there. Yeah, so how are you feeling now, Tiffany? I know I always see Tiffany on her live and doing her makeup and all of that. And the last time I spoke about Tiffany was her doing the connection with having two persons on the live, and she mentioned that she could do something like that. And then Tiffany went missing in action, but I went over her page and she mentioned that she was feeling that way. So, and I saw that she went live. I believe sometime this week you went live, Tiffany. But girl, when I'm at work, I'm trying to hustle. I open the phone like every time I see like a notification. I try to come on, and I may not be so active in the chat, but I'm on the live sometimes. Well, all the time I will watch the video. Sometimes I'm not able to write so much about the video, but just to state I'm stopping by to support. And for persons who would have seen watching all the way through from a different account, that is just me trying to, to support. I remember even this week, I know that Sharita Jones is almost to her 5 or 4,000 watch hour. So I try my very best to just go on the other devices and to watch her playlist. And that is something that we can all do for her as well, just to watch as many of her videos as possible. Thank you. Oh, you guys are talking in the chat. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you here, Tiffany. And at this time too, with this type of weather, it is not something that is nice to get. Because usually when you are sick like that, they always say that you should get some sunshine. And I know that the sunshine isn't something that we get at this time for some persons. Okay, yes, that is something I watch too. Yes. Just watch out our video then, man. Just watch for me, because I don't write. Me just play. I think one of them have 28. All of them. So when it finish, and this is something that I realized too. You see, when you're watching a video, or when I put a video to play out on the phone, sometimes the phone goes off. Like the screen just go off. But when I put it onto the playlist now, it goes right through. And I think her playlist is more tuned to her lives. Like she do the lives, the restreams. So I just watch those, and those like are hour or so. So yeah, I watch that. Oh yes, I know, Tiffany. I know, my dear. But the good thing is that I'm happy that you are doing much better than before. I'm so happy to see you. So happy. Yes, so the week, I see you do those. Yes, she got it. She got it, Shine. She got it. And we are praying. Well, I'm praying for you. And I know the other members in the community is doing the same. The Bible says where two or more is gathered with the same objective, the Lord is in the midst. And I know we're gathering together, and He will answer our prayers. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, KC. Can you do a cooking video for us? I would love. Tiffany, I love your soup. When I saw your soup, you see, I tell you to send me some. Cooking video now. You guys put in me. Like, there's Samu. You remember Samu, my Nigerian friend? She was there saying, KC, you need to show us Jamaica. And I did that. Like, in one of my videos or two of my videos. Now you're here telling me about cooking jerk chicken. Yes, Shine. I'll consider that. I was thinking that that's something I could do for Christmas. But Shine, I saw your video today, and in it, it really resonated with me. Sometimes you have to take some time for yourself. Well, all the time you have to consider yourself in doing things. The season, it comes with so much. And if you are not careful, you can lose yourself in it. So I am taking that in consideration for me going forward in for this season and other things in my life, yeah. But yeah, that would be so much fun. I'm going to consider it to do pork and oven. Okay, yeah, yeah. And I'm looking forward to that, Tiffany. I'm looking forward to that. Dutch oven. Yeah, yeah. So the jerk chicken now, you see? Shine. Tiffany is not, I am very sensitive about those stuff. Like for cooking, you get a lot of critique there. So persons come on, a lot of persons love it, like those type of videos. But then when you're doing it your way, another person may not do it that way. And then, all of those comments and all. I was watching this young lady. She's a Jamaican. I think her name is Abby. And she was doing this, Jamaican, at this time we have the fruit that is called sorrel. So a lot of persons draw it to make juice, and some persons use it to make cake and other things. But she was there. She was she was there doing her thing on outside, Jamaica yard style. Shan would know, and a few other Jamaicans here. I know that Wisdom is a Jamaican, CEO is a Jamaican as well. So the outside setting. So she out there with her black potted or her black Dutch pot, and the young lady was doing her thing, and she came back and come like to do a follow-up video on her video. Man, that video got a lot of views. I think over 30,000 views. But she said a lot of backlash was on her video, how she did the sorrel cake. That's not the way you're supposed to mix this. You're supposed to do this way. And look at how your spoons were. Look at how your pot, the condition of your pots. And so many things. She was there crying. And in my mind, when you said that, total, Tiffany, that came to mind. Like, can you really manage those backlash? But I'll think about it. That's what it's all about. I want to see you. Alright, so I'll think about it. I'll think about it. One day, the first thing will be, you're gonna shine. The first thing will be some mackerel and rice. That's the first thing. I'll just do some mackerel and rice. Yes, just black exact, but it's a whole lot. You see the thing that looks so easy. For example, when this that we're doing is a work, it is work, because you want to support everyone to the fullest. And the more you grow is the more persons you have coming on. And if you're not careful, you will lose yourself. So this is you now at this stage trying to respond to all the comments, whatever, how many, perhaps 20 or 30 comments compared to 200 and 300 comments, and most of them are negative. It may seem that way to us, but when we're in the position, it is something totally different. So sometimes I have to put my phone on silent in taking my breaks, because on weekends I try to take my break from social media, just a day or a day and a half. But trust me, it's a lot, because you want to do it. You know that this is something you love, and you want to ensure that no one is left behind. And to see all of those messages coming in and you're just, it's in your phone. Well, perhaps you just come like so to swipe it off. But I'm telling you, it can get to you mentally. It can. Oh, hi, Mind Games. Hi, how are you? What did you do this week? Last week you said that you were going shopping and you went to pick up some stuff from the pharmacy. I've been on your lives a couple of times during this week. I hope that you're doing well though. Hope you're doing well. You see, I have to be looking this way now because my phone is not showing up what is happening on the screen. Right, so I'm going to look this way. See, my phone is, it just stopped, so I'm not able to see what is going on in the chat this way. I now have to look, let me see if I can put this so, and then carry this so I'm not looking so much away from the screen, but this way. So everybody meet and greet in the chat. If you have not yet connected to the persons that are in the chat, you can feel free to do so. They're all from Nemo 504. And when you get in, please remember that you can tap the screen twice to like the live. Or if you're more comfortable, you can click the thing, the thumbs up button. Yes. So you guys are talking in the chat. I'm just going to talk my way out. So, and look here for a little while just to say, oh no, KC, that's no. To be critical. Yeah, that's, yeah, but Tiffany, it's not for us, you know, but a lot of people find pleasure in doing that. A lot of people strive off bad energy, you know. So when they do something, you have somebody else commenting on it, and it's just negative. Hence why I tend not to look on who unsubscribe from my channel. And it sparked me the other day, like, it sparked me the other day when, I think it was this week, when I saw that 3 persons unsubscribe. And I'm very curious because I've not been on here for quite some time, just for my peace of mind. I just can't bother to be looking who this, I'm just more focused on what is working. Like the majority is on here supporting me. I'm going to focus on who is supporting me. I'm not going to focus on who is, you know. So anyways, it sparked my attention to just to look on the, you know that you can view that on your YouTube studio to see who did it. And I was surprised to see the persons who did. I know some time ago, I think it was last week, we were talking in the chat to say that sometimes YouTube unsubscribe persons from your channel. But in this instance, I know that it was not YouTube, because this person or these persons would have come and even recommended persons to come to my channel. So in my mind, I said, did YouTube really do this? But as I said, I don't worry about those stuff. I was just curious to see, you know, who would do such a thing. But I'm happy that you can show it now. So when person's talking, I say, oh, you hypocrite. Don't even come here with that. You're such a hypocrite. I know you are, but I leave it that. I leave it. Oh, thank you so much, Barry. If you see me looking this way, the chat has stopped on my phone, so I have to be using my machine to see what's going on here. You can check. Yes, Boogie, that's what I did. What, oh please VC, I want to look, and I looked, and it was just something that I was curious about, so I did it. It is there for you to see. Why not look at it? What can What can more find there make somebody please don't tell me Ah yes, you see everything on there, Shine. Like I'm wondering, like, don't you know that we're all here for the same purpose? Why is it that you're doing it to somebody? You know that the person you know that the person sorry about that. You know that the person can do the same to you. But bear in mind, though I see who did it, I did nothing. I did not go back to unsubscribe or anything. I let it go. I let it go. I just know that I know what you did, and I'm very weary of you now. Hi Garfield, good night. Welcome, welcome Garfield. So Garfield is one of my co-workers, and he is the one that is very supportive too. So welcome Garfield. I'm just going to read and talk as I go along too. I've seen people you should wait about 20. Okay, there is no need to stress about yourself. People should. Yeah, I did mention that. I'm not stressing about it, and I'm just saying that there are just, and it's just natural for you to have curiosity. So sometimes, yeah, bear in mind you're not on it or you're not looking to do anything to anybody, but you're just curious to see who would do like such a thing. And me doing that is a good thing that I went on there to look, because that person would have been there trying to root for me or to recommend persons to come and to support me. So I was just a little bit taken aback to see that the person was a part of it. Um, yes, person. So yes, Barry, definitely, definitely. It can make you get upset that people you to start not dependable. Please have an open. Yes, definitely. As I mentioned, I'm not worried about it. I always speak about focusing on the positive than the negative. And as is, persons are here for, they do whatever they feel like, and that's fine. But even doing so, the information is there for you to see. I'm not going to be on it every day to look who unsubscribe or who subscribe, but I'm just saying that that is something that sparked my curiosity this week, and I went and I looked and I saw that it was so. So I pay greater attention to the persons who are here with me genuinely. Yes, yeah. But in other news, yes, yes. Welcome, Philly Yard Vibes. Oh, welcome. I am looking this way, though my thing is that way. I have to look this way because the chat has stopped on my phone. I'm not sure why, so I'm not able to view the chat from this angle, hence why I'm reading it here. But yes, definitely persons who know, like Garfield in here, they know that I am not for that type of energy at all. But as I said, we just have to be mindful that you are here for the support. We are all here to support each other, and we are going to do well. I am going to do that. Sometimes, I don't know if you have ever been in a situation, for example, work. You would see some person saying, oh, da 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 da, and they're all up with you, and then they go up the road to another, let's say to another location. The same person that is there with you and to um, support you and say good things about you, they're the same persons that go to the next location and say dirty things about you. So when you are privy to that information, are you going to feel good about it? I'm sure not. Though you're positive, you're not going to feel good knowing that the person would do that to you. Not saying that you're going to do anything negative to the person, no. But the fact that you have that information at hand, you are more cautious in dealing with that person. So, yeah, big up. Just Okay, thank you, Philly. Thank you for stopping by as well. Much appreciated. And if you have not yet clicked the thumbs up button, please feel free to do so. Alright, so let me see if I can catch up. Casey, do you do any decorations or holidays in Jamaica? Maybe your maybe you could take us on a drive. Girl, Tiffany, that is something that is in my mind to do because some time ago I went to the hill to do my walk, my to Mountain Spring, and I mentioned that I would do the other two locations, and the rain fell like consistently, so that was out of it. But now it would be a great time because I've seen where they have decorated the park. So I'm thinking of doing that perhaps next week or sometime. But girl, it is such a busy time now for for me here. It's a busy time at work, busy time, it's busy time with family, busy. It's just so busy, but I'm going to try and do that. I know that you guys would love it. It's so beautiful over there. The park. Yeah, Barry. And I'm going to take you, the famous Usain Bolt. I'm going to take you to his track as well. That's where your girl go and do her exercise. So we'll talk about Usain Bolt. Hopefully he will be there. So we'll talk about that. And I hope that time comes we can all get to tune in. I'm not sure because we only have 2 more weeks in December, right? So that's something I'm looking forward to doing. If not the thing there, if I don't go to Usain Bolt, I will definitely try and go to the park because it is closer to me. Um, Click in and out. Okay, Shine. I'm not sure what that is. People are in and out. That doesn't mean they are showing respect and holding space. I don't think so. I have top open and I'm grateful. I love everyone. Yes, 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 dear. And I love you guys too. Love you for the support. And I mentioned earlier that, some of my life that I never knew that it would be this way for our connection. Right? Nima would have mentioned that we met in another group and it was just a regular, hey, keep phenomenal, and I was supporting you from XYZ, da da da. And here we are now supporting each other and see he formed like a network. So that is beautiful. So we don't know what tomorrow may bring. We just have to continue to do good to each other. And when we come together, we unite. It is stronger. And no man is an island. So we're going to do it, and we're going to do it with each other. And as is, because I realize that he's growing as well. Like so many persons are on his platform now. So I can speak for myself. Some persons may have videos like every day, some persons every other day, or however, some persons even twice per day. Some persons do live like every day or sometimes 3 times per week. But the thing is that I try to support as much as possible, but I may not be able to do it for everybody like when you do it, but I'll definitely catch up with you. And as I mentioned, sometimes I may not be able to watch on my channel KC Inspirationals, but I can watch on another device and to just share that showing up to support or watching all the way through, however. But I try to support as many persons as possible. And even for the new persons, I've joined with a few of the new persons and I've done the same for them. Because guys, as is, you can remember we're all here. We start from 0. Then we get to 10. Then we get to 50. I remember when I reached 100, I wanted one person to be 100. And I was there saying, hey, please this, and I was there, and now I am at 500. So each person, their journey is different. It's just a matter of time. And if I didn't get the support from you guys, I wouldn't be here today saying this. Like, this is a goal. I didn't know that I was going to reach this goal at this time. But to God be the glory, it has come. And I know, like, for other persons, their goals are different. Some people goal, or some persons' goals are to make it to 100. Some are to make it to 50. I remember when Draven wanted to reach 50 and just to go live. And I heard Sharita talking about it. And I said, what? And I just went over and I did my thing. And then he has been live, like he has been growing. And even Lennon now, I realized that he's there like 2 marks away from 100. Like, everybody goal is just different, and we're all going to get there at our own pace and with the support from each other. Because if I watch you today, tomorrow I can watch Tiffany, then the next day I can watch Boogie, and we're just growing together. I'm not saying that some persons are not, because I know that some persons watch me every day, and there are some persons I watch every day. Like, for the persons who post every day, I watch them every day, and I know that persons do that to me too. But I'm just saying that we're growing, and I tend to share the love with just about everybody. I want to do more quality. That's all. Things that are interesting. Yes, I'm just big up. Yes, I'm just reading the chat now. Yes, we do our best. Yes, Boogie. Yes, and even Mama Bone. Like, Boogie, I was there. I saw Mama Bone in the chat, and when I go over, I say, what? I didn't subscribe to Mama Bone on these channels. And I went over and just boo, 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 boo. I give her, I think I did it 3 times. I watch out all her videos, just make them run. And yeah, I continue watching Mama Bo, because I say, I don't, you see, because so many, in my mind, I think that I've done it already. But I say, no, when I see that it's not there, I say, what? I had to do it. We just pick up Mama Bo. I started as on 6 channels on channel 6 months ago. That was okay. Yes, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. You see? Yes. Yeah, you guys talking in the chat. Thank you, Boogie. Yes, I appreciate you. You guys need to teach me what the color of the hearts mean. I see red heart, I see yellow heart, I see blue heart, I see purple heart. I don't know what's the meaning of the different colors of the hearts. Nobody can shed some light there. I know that Miss Do It Yourself, usually she has the purple hearts. Yeah, Boogie has that. I'm not sure what that is. But anyways, her heart is a heart, but I know it probably has some meaning. Welcome, Shamar. Welcome for persons who have not met Shamar. Shamar is our brother from Jamaica. Obviously, the flag is up high. He came on some of our live, well, some of my live before, so I'm sure some persons who were not there is now would be meeting him for the first time. I be missing my hi Lashana. Welcome, my darling. Welcome. Well, I'm trying to see if I'm catching up with the person, with what's happening in the chat. As I mentioned, I'm not able to get the message on the phone. Remember when I was on the mountain, Lushana, and the thing just won't come flop me? Because you'll see it starts on the phone, and then it just stops. You're not able to continue reading in the chat. So I was there just talking to myself, but luckily I understand. I know I have it here. to read what is happening here. So it's the same thing happening now. I'm not able to read from the screen, but I can see what's happening here. And it's where my head is over this side. Let me see something. But it's not going to work. Even so, it's not going to work. It's still going to see me putting my head this way. Okay. As long as it doesn't come back to the family mother is anything, you feel brave enough to mothers, I guess that will be the mother I would take. Okay, well this is something mind games, I'm not sure. You guys talking in the chat, so I was saying that's why before I never met anyone here. That was really okay. Okay, I'm just general texting is never okay. All right, you guys are catching up with each other in the chat. Like, have fun over there. It would be such an amazing feeling. Like I thought about that some time ago. We having this connection online, and to have like a get together, a Nemo get together. Oh, like I can just imagine some of the personalities. Like, how would that be? We're gonna have a vibe, you know, but it's like a family house, like a family vibe. I know this type of person is like so, and I know Nemo is going to, as much as I see Nemo there, maybe him just hide away by himself. They probably don't get that vibe, you know. VC, I got chat. She would just kill you with chat. Well, Casey, perhaps not, you know, maybe. It depends. But we're going to, it's just a blended family. And I know like serving God people probably that get up every morning and having devotion alongside Jamal. We'll be having worship over there. I know that Shine will sing, like do his thing for us. Who else? And Lashana probably will say, okay guys, no carbs, no this, no that, watching what we eat, like a health patrol. Like I'm just thinking about the persons, how they are, like how it would be like in real life. I still kill myself with it sometimes. And the person's, well, Casey would be there to cook us or to make some delicious cake for us. And Miss Do It Yourself, man, we can never get hungry because she is going to cook up a storm for us, man. And also, Wisdom, you're on it too. Perhaps Wisdom will be there giving us our motivational speech, and she'll cook too because she is a Jamaican. I know she can put down her foot in the cooking. So we have so much, and perhaps Grasshopper would be there telling us her history. She can give us history, you know. I haven't seen her in a while though. Miss Grasshopper, I haven't seen her in a while. I must check her out. But just thinking out loud that persons with different when we come together, it is going to be. And I know also Ravishing, she's the type I think would say, hey, I'm in the house, you know, with her thing. I know she has that little vibe. And Louis will be there singing as well. Yeah, you know that Louis can sing. So many things. Big eye too. I said, no, yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Games. I haven't seen her in a while. I'm going to check her out. Because yeah, I know that Miss her name is Gracie is normally here with me, at least to come in and say, hey Casey. But I'll check her out. Let me write it down. Yeah, this is the thing, you know. Check on persons because sometimes so many things happening in their lives, and it's good to you know, for them to hear we come in and to say that's what family do. Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Everything okay? You know, these things really mean a lot. Mean a lot to people. Well, it means a lot to me. Because I remember I didn't go out for like 2 weeks now to church, and my neighbor didn't see me. And him called and I said, hey, I just calling to check if you're alright. I didn't see you come to church last week, and I didn't see you come to church this week. You alright? And I say, yeah man, I was so surprised. Because me not expect you. Me I say, if you not go out, it must be something. But in their mind, they're saying, no man, KC always come to church. It must be not their mind, them I think say something wrong with me. But in my mind, I'm not taking it that way, see? So they are there looking out for me, and me just I think say it's just a regular thing. If you're not going to church, you're just not going to church. That's no big deal. But he just called to say, alright, you're sure you're alright, because I didn't see you last week and I didn't see you this week. And when I say, yes, I'm okay. And he said that, oh, alright, good. I just wanted to know that you're okay. Yeah, and that was a good feeling, because I didn't know that anybody was missing me like that. So, yeah, are you? No, can't under. I haven't heard from that person either. I am going to check. Thank you, man. Games. Anybody else we're missing? Persons that you have not seen for a long time. You can just put it in the chat. So that we're all aware of the persons and we can just check them out after the live. Because we'll be there. Oh yes, and yes, definitely. Yes, she will be there making sure that yes, and you take your vitamins and all. That's Erin. She will definitely be doing those stuff and talking about money management. She is a good motivational speaker. I haven't heard a lot, but based on what I've heard from one of her lives, I know that she has that within her. She can talk to you and you feel it. Yeah? So, anybody else you missing, guys? I know those two names. Cap Silver and Grasshopper. I know last time we spoke about Tiffany, and Tiffany is here now, to God be the glory. Feeling much better than before. Shine was out for a couple days and he's here. There are quite, I'm sure there are other persons. I know Miss Pearly She, I think she did something, but I haven't been seeing her. Perhaps she's busy with school too, but I haven't been seeing her much. Pearly or Purely She, that's her name, right? On the live. I haven't been seeing her much. But we can definitely go over and check them out, right? So I know going on, yes, I got something. Most of the people in my yes. Yes, Shine, it is here. I heard it on the news too that there's a bad flu going around. There's a bad flu going around. I don't want it to come near me one bit. The other day, yes. The other day, no, it was another thing. I got another bug. But I know that the flu is something that I don't want it near me. Like in the past, I did caught the C. That C thing, I caught it. And hey, Positive Lamb, how are you doing, darling? How are you? It's good to see you here. And I know it's late in our country, you know, but she's always one of them that supports me. Positive Lamb. I see she did something on her channel really having the motivational, I don't know, the pocket motivational kit. So pocket. It's a pocket. It's a pocket label. So she have motivational things on it and she give it to persons with daily lessons for her channel, which was very thoughtful and creative. Yes, it's no. Yes, so may I tell you now. So I caught the C, and the C when they said that it was like flu. I'm like, but this is not like no flu. I feel some pain. They said the moment they took the test and the lady came, like she have this look on her face, and she told me that. Me say, in my mind I'm thinking that yeah, God has my back. And for persons who are here for the first time, I'm KC. I do inspirational lessons daily, and I'm from Jamaica. So when I speak, I do not speak fluent English all the time. I will go in and out. My dialect is patois. Yeah? So when they told me that, it is positive, I could see that it was positive before she even mentioned it because her reaction. And I thought that, okay, that is it. It's just me and my son who live here, and my son is asthmatic. So I'm thinking that, oh, but I know that God has my back, but I saw on the news how it was doing in other countries and how critical it was and all of that. So I say, how am I going to manage now? Me just prepare, say, Lord, if me go, I just so. Like in my head, me I say, if I should go, I just saw it is what it is. Like me just, when I just accept something, I don't know if anybody ever had or experienced that in their life, but me they just accept it. If I should go, I am going to go with goodness because I've done it all. So when they said that yes it is so and all that I'm supposed to do and all, I came home and I was there. I slept. I didn't have any much coughing, praise be to God. But I had some terrible pain. Some terrible pain. But in my mind, I was in my fighting mode. Like me, I say, can me say I have to do this and it's you alone. It's not like nobody can come to the house and all of that. And to God be the glory. He had created my surrounding with a few persons. And my friends, like I don't have a whole lot of friends, but the friends that I have are good friends. And somebody came here to drop off like my juices. So that is one I didn't have to go on the road. I was strong enough to get up and to do my steam. Like that was nothing that I could um, not do. I had to do it like morning and evening. And we have sunshine here, so each morning I make it my point of duty to go outside and take my little time and to walk. And I just drink my juice and that's it, steam my face. I was able to make a little food because it's just me and my son. My son is asthmatic, bear in mind, and we have one bathroom. And I'm sitting here with you today. Well, and my son is still here. He did not catch it one bit. I don't know if I'm asymptomatic or whatever, but I was showing the symptoms, some of the symptoms. I cough and all of that, and I had to share the space with him, and he caught it not. So to God be the glory. So I know it is real. So they said the bad flu is out there. It is very real, I'm telling you. It is very real. Maybe if I was weak in mind to say, oh, me sick and me just have to stay sick and just lay down with it. So I had to push like me literally in the arm, me I fight. Me say me I fight, because me not going down. I had to fight and I fought to get up. I fought to get out of the house. When the pain came on, like the back pain is like something going up in my back, and I just had to take those pain. And me say, me I fight, like me not get up, like I'm not giving up, me fight and me I pray. And yeah, when I get out and walk in, my neighbors was like, you're really sick? It take me a little time and I walk and stuff, and then a friend of mine came and like she would send a driver to drop off some fruits for me and stuff. Yes, and but I know that that flu is very real. Alright, back to doing well, thank you. Okay, so you guys talking in the chat. Alright, there are many feelings pushing through and something stopping me. I'm happy we're here strong. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Shine, persistence always overcomes resistance. And true, that is so true. Because you're right, sometimes we go into some mood and we feel like you guys are still hearing me, right? Each time, because I'm using my personal phone, it keeps on coming out. But sometimes we may feel like when we're out of the situation, we feel like it is a giving up moment. You know, you're not in the mood to do this. You guys still hearing me? Can you write this thing now? Because my phone keeps on ringing, it stopped the live. I'm not sure if you're hearing me. Okay, I'm seeing that in the chat because it freezes right here. I don't know how to put it on my phone. Alright, so hi, come here, so welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Well, it would be good morning in your country, right? Thank you so much for joining. I don't take any of this for granted, you know, but I know what it's like. Like sometimes I'm on some of the lives and it's late in the night and I just go there to support. I may not be all in the chat, but you will know that I'm there. And just for the support, you know, we could use our time to do so many other things, but we just come to support each other. It speaks a lot about we as people. So I am so appreciative of everybody coming here to support me, to listen to me, to get to vibe with each other as well. I don't take any of this for granted. As I said, I never knew that this would happen to me. Just a humble girl in Jamaica doing her work. And here, man, no. Here, talking to you lovely people. I never know that you guys exist, not one bit. I never know that the Sean was out there and Shine and Boogie Time and Lisa Alicia. I never know Mind Games, all of them Wisdom and Sharon. I didn't know like there's so many people in the world and to even think, you know, sometimes you're there considering, you know, I want to go to these places and all, but then you have persons from those places connecting to you here. Like it's just so amazing. I never knew that it will come to this. I appreciate you. And oh, thank you, Lashana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Wisdom. Thank you. And thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you. It means so much. You see, it's nearly 2 a.m. Thank you. And even I was saying to myself, like, when you don't come, I'm going to go to my lesson, you know, but it's just alright. When you don't come on live, like if you don't, when I don't put out a video, there is somebody there saying that, oh, I didn't see you today. Or when you do the video, they say, looking forward to tomorrow's lesson. And there's always, like I can count the person who's always there. Like me, I say, oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys notice, but there's this one person on my channel is their IG star. They do comedy in Nigeria, and we would have met the same time with Nemo. I'm not sure, I don't think he's connected to Nemo, but in the same time, in the same group that we were in, he was a part of it. And I'm sitting here today, like 99% of my videos, every time I put out video, IG stars on it, in first upon it. So each time I say, who is going to beat this guy? Every time, well, it's two of them, two brothers. And I'm like, how on earth? The other day when I saw him, I think it was yesterday or so, I said, I really want to see you guys go live because I'm on it first every time they are on it. And even, I think it was Friday Like Thursday, I was so tired. I went to bed and I get up late. I wasn't going to put out any video, But then I thought of them. I thought of Positive Lamb too, because she's one that really enjoys this motivation. So I said, God, me tired, but I'm not going to do anything. And then another mind said, no, you don't know who you're going to inspire. And he give me the strength. I don't know if you guys noticed as well that my voice was different. So in that video, I had the morning voice, but I guess nobody noticed because it did not. A lot of persons still watch, and I'm like, oh, sometimes you don't even know the blessing that you have, and persons who you are blessing. It is not a duty; it's a commitment. It's a command. So whenever you're doing anything, like whenever you're doing God's work, you have to take yourself out of it. Yes, you feel that way, but it is not for you, it's for His glory. So I just take up myself and I did it. Even though I have the morning voice and all of that, I'm cracky and tired. When I say tired, I'm tired at first. I feel that tired to the point when I come in, I just have to come so. And I fall asleep. And when I got up, it was late in the night, perhaps about after 12. And that just came on my mind like, oh shoot, I didn't do my video. And I said it late already, to the point where I did not even put it to the time that I usually put it. I put it, it's when I get up in the morning and I realize that I didn't see any notification. I put it to the time that I publish it now. Well, I guess you guys didn't notice that either. But when I publish it and went to the bathroom and came back, the IG, the funny. And he said, oh yes, my motivation for the morning, something like that. Because we're saying in our mind, like, these people are just different. But as I said, IG star, I'm going to put him up on this when I'm finished. You guys can check him out. He do very funny videos, like Nigerian videos. But he's very funny. I would love to see them on a live, to see them talk and all of that. But yes, alright, that's lovely. Yeah, we're a family. We're a real family. Yes, people look forward to it. I learned that this evening too. Yes, 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 yes. In Jamaica, what time, JA time? Uh, 5 a.m. So I know it would be like another day in their country. Yeah, so they usually see it first. Yes. So as it drop, them the funny. So I'm like, IG, you guys are something else. I want to see you go live. I don't hear because their language is different. And also I realize it's the same with Positive Lamb. You guys support Positive Lamb if you have not yet subscribed to her channel. She is one sweet soul. Can support her. And also in one of her videos she shared about mental health and the fact, even like just piggybacking off what Shine mentioned, that we're to take care of ourselves. It's the same thing she was talking about, because I think 3 years ago, Positive Lamb, you were going through a mental breakdown and you were just there by yourself with the bed and the Christmas tree. And to date, well, now you are in a better place. So we tend to take some things for granted, yeah? But there are other persons out there who are experiencing things differently. So whatever time you get, just check in on persons, ensure that they're okay. Sometimes when they say that, I'm okay, people will say they're okay just to end the conversation. I can tell you that. But genuinely check in on them. And as I shared before, I cannot attest to mental illness. And that is something I never want to get near me. You have a little down moments and all of that. But to get into it like in depth, that is something that I have never experienced and I would never want to experience. And that is something that none of us know will come, because it's like hypertension. It just creep upon you like that, and we're doing things that we're not aware of, and things that will affect us that we're not even conscious of. So just bear in mind that your mental health is important. Yes, you can go out and get a little cut, and I can relate to say, yeah man, the cut feels like that and all of that, but I can't relate to say, yes, you know how it feels to be out of our mind. So whatever way we can um get or to relate to each other, like in a positive way, to check in on each other, please do so. It makes a difference. And I'm so happy to have Positive Lamb here with us now. Like 3 years ago, she wasn't like this. Today, she is here encouraging and motivating others. And I'm sure with what she's doing too inspires a lot of persons, as I mentioned, with her little pocket motivational notes that she goes out to inspire others. That is very good. So in whatever way we can, please do so. Physical weight and mental weight are always different. When you feel one, it's you. One, you can get up from one. May keep you down, but you can overcome, don't forget. Yes, it's just a general message. You may not. Yes, definitely. And everybody is so different. So sometimes, yeah, you just have to understand. That's a beautiful thing. Well, I've learned that in dealing with people, it's important to understand the persons that you're around. Yeah, everybody have different personalities, and sometimes too, depending on what they're going through, some persons, you can't be offloading your energy on them like all the time. Sometimes they don't want this type of vibrant energy, just want you to calm and settle. Sometimes they want you to be that way and all of that. But you just have to understand the persons that you're around, and it is very important for you to learn their names. You know, when you're talking to them, learn their names, or to say, sometimes if I don't know their names, as you see, I call a lot of persons dear. But it is very important for you to be relatable. It can't be that you're there talking to somebody and you just, doesn't feel that way. And something that sparked me the other day was that I went to a location for a donation drive. It was like 2 years or 3 years back, and we're there talking to the host mother, and the host mother, she's not the one that is always there, but she was there when we went the other day, and I was introducing my team members and all. And you know what the lady said? She said, "Oh yes, I remember her. She was the one that did this motivational speech under the tree, and she did this and she did that." And I said, "Oh my gosh, you see how that resonated on her like 3 years ago, and she remember." And then she could tell us that, "Yes, I remember the first time you came with the donation and you dropped them right there. And I remember this one and I remember that one." And she could align everything that each person did. So I said, "It was so long ago. How you remember all of that?" But I'm telling you, so when you're doing something, or even by talking to people, let it resonate. You cannot be, well, I can't say you cannot, but it is good for you to do things genuinely, and you doing it genuinely, it will resonate more with others. They can feel what you do. So it's similar. You saying hi, good morning is different from somebody's coming and say, "Hi, good morning. Lashana, how are you today?" You know, it's just different. But anyways, everybody do their thing different. But sometimes I'm telling you, the simple good morning makes a difference. I never know that it will make a difference. Like it will make a difference. It do resonate on others, and it makes a difference to life. So the simple things. So I'm just saying that, let your light shine. And whatever we do it from a good place and it will resonate with others. So, cause I know, Casey, you got this unlocked. Okay. Okay, thank you, my sweet shine. You're shining in the winter. You are so sweet. Whenever you want a little motivation, you can check in shine. Is what? Keep shining. We out. Yeah? That is something that's stick in your head, right? You never forget. Anytime you hear that, you just know say shine. Um, anytime you hear phenomenal, you know it's Nemo. Anytime you hear it's the boogie time. It's boogie. Well, boogie. You know boogie time. Talking about boogie time, I can see her writing on the wall, the purple and the yellow and all of that. That type of font on the wall. Like so many things in your head. Like you don't have to. You can know. Like I don't know how to explain it, but stuff like those really, really do well for individuals. Yeah. All right. So, all right, for the lessons for this week, I am going, it's over. Oh, I tend not to. Well, I'm going to wrap up. Let us just go through the lessons. And it's a beautiful, I forgot to mention that it's a beautiful night here in Jamaica. I was going to ask, well, it's a full moon night here in Jamaica. And I was going to ask, is it full moon in your country? But it should be all over, right? It should be full moon all over. But the moon is so beautiful outside. It's full moon here. Are you seeing the hearts? Yes, I'm seeing Boogie Time hearts. And I'm seeing, yeah, Boogie Time did hearts. I don't know, I'm not seeing it on the screen. But I'm seeing it in the chat. Yeah. As I said, Digicel and Flow flop me over here so I can't see on this side. They always do that to me. I don't know if it is them though or it's YouTube. I don't know. But it just frees over this side. So I figured that it would happen like again, and so I am here. But yeah, anytime you hear bless you. Yes, that is true. That is true. Can't see any. Yeah, I guess. Yes. Yes, but I'm not seeing it coming up on the screen. I'm just seeing it if they put it in the chat. You see? And we have a big moon outside coming, so it's so beautiful. I went around there and I saw. Okay, so Shine is seeing them, VC. Maybe because I'm using the laptop, I'm not seeing it. If it was on the phone, I would. I don't know, but maybe. Maybe. So it's a blessing. We have full moon here, and it's a blessing that we can really see the moon, like see the full moon. Yeah, and you know the what it symbolizes. A lot of people do a lot of things in full moon. So yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to go. I know that I did 6 lessons for the week. Sometimes I do 5, depending on how I'm feeling. But as I said, it's not my work. I have to do what I'm called to do. So I try to do as many as possible. And I try to also take a little break to sleep and to relax because it can get a little bit overwhelming at times. Yeah, so this week I did 6. I did 6 of them, which is good. And the first lesson, teach us to pray. Remember, teach us to pray. The little girl praying to God, say, thank you for taking my grandmother. Her grandmother was old, but she a loving lady to her, and she was giving thanks that God took her so she could get some rest there. You know, sometimes we have some bittersweet moments. You don't want it to happen, but you know that if the person should go, it would be the best thing for the person to go and get some rest, especially persons who are very ill. You know, they're here suffering and all. I don't know, sometimes persons, well, for me, I'll say the same thing, just let them rest. It's hard for them to suffer. So it was the same thing with the little girl. She just said a simple prayer. Thank you, God, for taking my grandmother, who was very loving and kind to her. And on the Tuesday now, I spoke about Jonah prayed to God. And there was this young man there that was expressing his skills. He was a good swimmer, and he went there and he was swimming and got into some difficulties. And I know a lot of us would have experienced something like that in our lives where, we're going with something and we get in the deep end sometimes and we say, oh God, if you take me out of this situation, I'll never do it again. But you know what, with some of us, we'll change them out. You see, as we come out of the situation, bop, we're gone back into it. But this young man, God saved his life and he continued to worship God. So you can think about those things in our life. Think about all the things that you said to God, that God, if you help me through this situation, I'm going to be a different person, or I will not do this again and stuff. And have you kept that commitment? Just think about it. Sometimes me do it too. Sometimes some things I don't even remember, like I prayed about this and I still I do this. You understand? And even like different things, sometimes you pray about, like let's say the weight loss. You say, God, because I pray about getting down to this size, and sometimes we just get out of it. I say, Chuma, I want to eat one burger today, or I want to eat some fries, or I want to eat some ice cream. Even sometimes like when we say Anisha LTV and she eating her cake, the man just run past some cake and me make the promise that I not eat there's something there again, but me just get into it. KC, what do you use to do your videos? What I use CapCut. That's what I use. And I realized that CapCut is not so effective, in the way that sometimes you will see like the music that said free, and you see the moment you publish it, you see copyright on it. And with the CapCut music, you cannot you don't get, it is a strike. So it's not that you can keep it up, you have to delete the music. And I've learned how to do it from Amaka's videos, that you can delete the music from the video and leave the video there. But I use another platform to get the music on my video. Sometimes it comes up to say copyright, but it says that it is not a strike and it will not harm my page. So I leave it. I don't use CapCut music. Okay. I got copyright from. Yes. Hey, I'm so ravishing. How are you doing, darling? Good to have you here. I saw her, it's a different feeling when you see persons on their live. Like you see them on the videos and all of that, but when you see them live and direct, you say, oh, I saw she did stare. Man, I like her. Or I saw him did stare. Wow, you get to see them in person. Well, not really in person, but you get a vibe. That's the vibe I got with Also Ravishing. Let me tell you that she's the one that will come up and, hey, I'm feeling. Welcome, my dear. We're talking to you earlier. But that is what I've used, and I'm using another platform to do the music thing, but until I find another way, I will continue using that one. Sometimes I say, oh, am I going to stop without the music? But I realize that I still do get views without using the music after getting that copyright. I don't understand, why would they wait until you publish a video, then you see the copyright? Like that always sparks me, like, why don't you put it up? You put it up to schedule. Why don't they do that at that time? Why is it that they say free and it is not totally free? I kind of don't get it, and I try not to put my mind around it. I just work with what is available. I am from Jamaica. Also ravishing. I'm so sorry, darling. So I'm KC, and you know all. So Let's go and stush now. I do motivational lessons, daily motivational lessons, and I also speak about my weight loss journey. To date, also ravishing, I've lost 32 pounds. Yeah, usually I go on my walk to the mountain, sometimes at the bowl, and sometimes at the park. In subsequent videos, well, I plan to do videos of me walking at the park and also at the bowl. So you will see when that time comes. But yeah, so our dialect here, I don't know if you know Jamaica also ravishing, we speak patois. So from time to time I go in and out. I know Positive Lamb is also one that speak a little her dialect. Her dialect is like Jamaican patois. And she had talk here, some of it coming out. But she's British. Um yeah. Wish I was better at this, but yeah, it's like being that I'd like to put some stuff on other platforms, you know. So okay. Oh, you and LaShawn having a conversation there. Okay. Okay. Alright. So MG, that's have you ever been to Jamaica also, Ravishing? Have you ever heard about Jamaica? It's a beautiful island. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of Usain Bolt and Bob Marley. Alright, so you get, I don't, yes, I've done that too. Okay. From what I've learned is that you should upload your video on private and wait 24 hours and it will tell you, oh, okay. You see, I learned something here tonight too. I never know that. Okay. Thank you. See? Learning. Learning. You never stop learning. Alright, so also Ravishing, what I do on a weekly basis is to do a review. So a review of what happened in the group for the week and to highlight persons' videos and also to speak about me generally what happened in my week and which can inspire and motivate others as well. I do a review of the lessons that I would have published throughout the week. That's what I'm going through and how it can benefit us, because you know sometimes when I come on that do publish my lessons, you're just hearing me talking, but to have a discussion about them and to see how it can benefit your life. So and we learn from each other. So that's what I do. Well, I think it's 5, this is the 6th week now, so I'm doing that. Hey, positive vibes, my darling. Welcome. Welcome. She's a beautiful soul as well. Beautiful. She has 6 children and she's looking so lovely. And when I asked her how she do it, she said, it's the blessing of the Lord. I would say that too. Oh, gosh. uh, yes, a long time ago, I need to come back and visit. Yes, you should. You should, my dear. Should. It's beautiful. I'm happy that you have though. Alright, so the next lesson was less monologue and more dialogue. And I'm sure a lot of persons, I'm not going to limit this to just females. Sometimes we see this lady, she saw this young man at college and she fell in love with the man. Went all up with the man, like get into deep into the relationship and all. And after college, she in her mind thinking that, oh yes, we're so in love, we're going to get married. She went after college going to the young man to say that we have been courting for 5 years, it's time for us to get married. The young man then said, no, I'm not ready to get married to you. And she was so distraught. And I know that a lot of persons, sometimes you see some persons are, starting relationship, you like the person, but the person, it's not that you're a bad person. It's just that sometimes what you're ready for, the next person may not be ready for it. So it's always good to go to God with everything. Yeah, we go to God to pray now, but do we really listen to what God is saying? Because we're so in our mood. We don't want to hear the answer say no or wait. We want to just go at it because it feels good, it looks good, and all of that. So we into it. Yeah. Left and red. It happens automatically. Okay, so yes. So it feels good, and we just do what we feel, and that's a lot of thing. A lot of times that happen to a lot of us. And when we're through, we cry. We cry to say, "Oh, I invested so much time in this person. And can you imagine? The person did this to me, and the person did that to me." And you're like, "But I didn't listen to God." God was showing me, we call them red flags. God was showing me all of these things all the time. And I was so oblivious to it all because I was so invested with this person. And I want to tell you that it is important to have the dialogue with God despite the situation. I would have had a relationship where it feels so right. It had God in it. Well, it appears that way. And a lot of persons may not understand or cannot or will not understand. But I listen to God. I have a spirit of discernment. And I would have shared that sometimes some person would say, and that's something I don't like. I'm fighting for this man, or I'm fighting for this relationship. Allow God to work. I mean, what are you fighting? You shouldn't be fighting. Because when two persons come together, you guys should be ready to work with each other. It shouldn't be that one is doing up and the next one is doing the other way. So, the person was so in tune. We would pray every night. Every day we'll talk about God, responsive and all of that. But at the end of the day, there were some things that was not aligning with his way, God's way. And I said, I don't know if I'd share it with you guys, which is so real. God, if there's anybody who is not in my life, remove them like the air. And that is something that I don't know if it's something that you practice, but it happens to me. When persons are not meant for you, you just leave it. You don't have to do anything. Just allow God to work and it just dissolves. Just like that, no cursing, no fighting, no nothing, it just dissolves. And I would feel at peace because I know that I would have asked God to let it go if it is not meant for me. So sometimes in life, as I said, we just have to accept the Lord in things that we are doing and have a dialogue with Him. Not a monologue, but let me read the chat. But I understand, I get it. You gotta, okay. That was like when I went. You guys having a whole conversation there. I soon catch up with you. That's a good, yeah, boogie time. Yes, definitely. Just allow God to have His way. Sometimes we cause things on ourselves. Just ask Him. You ask God to do this for you and in here. You don't have to speak it out loud. Just ask Him in your heart and just allow Him to work. He will let it happen. Yes, you're going to feel some type of way to say, oh, this person come in so nice and him just gone. But trust me, whatever He takes away from you, it is for your benefit and He knows best. So we can see today what's happening, but we can see 10 years from now or 50 years from now. And it's best when we make the mistake now that we could indulge in our things and then we get tied up into a lot of stuff and it's harder for us to come out. So make it be. It's not too late. You're not too late or too old or too whatever. Whenever it is God's time, it will work itself out. Yeah? Alright, we listen to go through. Listen. So to do what God is doing. Yes. Yes, definitely. So we have to, yes, you can try it too in a book here. I left a Bible verse with you as well too. I hope you would have gotten a chance to read it and you can resonate on it as well. So yeah, everything that we need, it is there for us. It's just that sometimes the things that we think we need, we just can't, but we just run with it. But everything happens with His timing. And His timing is best. I think about it. The simple source and changes that we try to stop. Yes, 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 definitely, 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 definitely. So that is something that we can try to do going forward. Just allow God to work in our life and don't try to fix it or figure it out. Just pray about it and leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it. Because what feel good now, like today, present day, trust me, 5 years from now, it's not going to be the same. I try not to push things. Well, we stop push things, and everything comes with time, and with time comes maturity, and with maturity, you have understanding. So you don't, some things when they happen, you just leave it alone. You don't worry yourself or cry, because if me cry there, the problem is still there. And if me laugh, the problem is still there. So you know what? Me just a go laugh. When burden upon me, may I just laugh and just go through my life, because we know it too shall pass. Me not gonna sit down and beat up myself and then when I get up. And the funny thing about it as ladies, we may have a breakup and I cry over the man. And then when you look, the man gone on date a gallivant and I have fun and I laugh while you are crying. But guys do it too. Sometimes we ladies hurt men. And it's the same thing. You're there crying over the lady and the lady gone out, gone have fun. So why? Do you think you deserve that? No. If he can go out and laugh, you choose. It's a choice. Your mood, happiness, sadness, whatever is a mood, and it's a choice. You have to choose to be happy and to be at peace. Because at the end of the day, his life is going to continue. You think him have a lie down and cry and say, oh, can you say that for me? We can't move on and whatever. No, he's going to get up and go out there, and other girls are going to come at him. So why not fix up yourself and get up and go out there too? Hmm. Um, what sweet nanny go tagger? What is this though? Just leave it. No worries. Let's see. Well, it was okay. A long time ago to do. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, VC, Shine is a Jamaican, you gotta ask. I kind of missed that one. But Shine knows him understand the language. What is that? I don't understand what's happening there. I don't understand what you guys talking about. What's sweet nanny goat, what you talking about? Alright, I'll leave you there. I'll leave you there. Alright, so the next lesson was glory, the glory of God. Remember that lesson where the lady went to church. They have a fasting and prayer group. So they pray for their children every Monday. And persons were there, I think it was 10 of them. They got up and they give the testimony and all of that. And she was there thinking that, oh, nothing happened because she has 2 kids. She's not seen any change from her fasting and prayer with her kids. And she went back to God and to say, what's happening? And, everybody getting results and I'm not getting any. And just by that, God would have shown her that, yes, it's working for you too, because her daughter get up and started talking about the things that have been bothering her and how she wanted to change, and also her son. So a lot of us have praying mothers and fathers that do these things for us, and even we becoming parents, we do these things for our children as well. So we do our fasting. It may not be on a Monday like her, but some time of the week we put aside to fast and to pray for our children. It is very important, and prayer goes a far way. It sounds so simple, but it's very impactful to pray for our children. Prayer always hear them say, even with Abraham blessing go through all his generation. And just like with our lineage, our blessings, our prayer will go through our generation too. So don't think that it is something so simple. You get up every morning, you pray for your children, and nothing isn't happening. Just continue praying. continue praying for your children. And that's what she did, and she received that blessing. She received the blessing for her children. I'm not sure if you're hearing like a music in the background, but give me 1 second. Please turn on the music, Jackie. Okay, so welcome back. I had to tell that young man to turn on the music. He's one that I'm praying for. You have some kids, when they reach a certain age, you feel as if they are, I don't know how it is for your side, but sometimes they are, when they're older, the things that you could have done with them when they're younger, it's not the same. So I have to be in constant prayer for them. Like, have to be in constant prayer. So that is what is happening on my side. I'm in constant prayer with my little young man right here. All right. The mistake of not praying was the next lesson. The mistake of not praying is, again, the mother going to the adventure with her kids, but she was so exhausted. And that is what we are. Well, I'm experiencing that everything is just at a fast pace. As I get up in the morning, I hear the phone bling, like you have an alarm to get up. Then you have this to go to, you have that to go to. So many things on your calendar. Can I really keep up with everything that is happening and pray? Like, we don't do that. And that was what that happened to her in going to the camp with her kids, not praying, feeling so overwhelmed with work and all of that. So when she went, she had a bad time at that event. And you can, well, I can share sometimes too. When I get up and I don't pray, I feel like something just gets on top of your nerves. You just feel miserable throughout the course of the day, or throughout the course of the day. They just, like the mother say, just broke my mood in Jamaica. They just say, just broke my vibes. So stuff like those. But it's always good to just, even a small prayer, like, God, take me through this day positively. Like, hear how small it is, and you'll see how He works. Yeah? And the last one, which was today, take away the frogs. You see, we come back to the same thing. This young man was a womanizer. His name is Albert, was a womanizer. And he kept on going around and doing the same thing to female. He was a part, like, he, in his mind, thought that he can be a Christian and having that type of attitude, being a womanizer and doing all of that. So, alright, so I'm going to wrap up after this, so we can all go and support Mind Games. So yeah, so he was a womanizer doing everything that, pleases him, and thinking that he could still be a Christian with that behavior. But he was just showing us that, sometimes when we come into Christ, we have to change. We have to make a radical change. Even Pharaoh himself, the king, had to do that. Go to God to pray, to ask Him for forgiveness. Like, we're not too big and mighty for anything. We all have to surrender to Him. And as is, that is something that the church is praying for Him to do. You see, you shine. Yes, you see. Right, because I've been talking like 1.5 hours now. I mean, usually I go up to that time, 1.5 hours. I don't want it to be too long, because when persons come to watch the replay, it's going to be harder for them to watch to the end. Well, that was the last one. I don't think I have any womanizer over here. But I mean, when you're going to Christ, you have to try to change some of your habits. It's not going to come overnight, but gradually you will get there. And I don't think I have anything else. I don't know what you guys. Alright, did you see value last week? I spoke about valuing yourself and the little things with the money. The young man who took the money, the $20 note, and he put it on the floor and person still wanted it. Remember that story? He crushed it under his shoe and people still want it. So I shared that story to say that no matter what we're going through, we still should remain of high value, because the $20 went under shoes, it went so many places, and person still want it. Just like you and I, we would have gone through so many things in our life, battered and bruised and all of that, but there's still somebody out there who sees value in us, and we should see value in ourselves too. So, and so I asked the question, did you see value in what you do this week? Like, did you do anything that was of great value? Can you think about anything? I did. I believe I did. Just by simply sharing my videos with you guys, and it would have helped others to go through their day. That is something of value, I believe. And other persons just showing up and being there for each other, that is of great value. You know that a lot of persons out there don't have any family, like nobody to talk to, nobody to check in on them, nobody to support them, and this is the only family they have. And when we be so kind to them, it means a lot to them. Like, it's amazing. And even like sometimes you may see some persons dress up nice and going out, they're going through a whole lot, sometimes they don't even have any money, they cry the night before and all of that, but they put their best foot forward. They look so beautiful, or they look so handsome too, and you wouldn't know. So when you go and you say something nice to them and encourage them and all, it is good. We all, yeah, speak for, just need a few touch-ups. Okay, Shine. Hi, Candle. How are you, my dear? You're coming in. I'm about to go. Hey, guys, say welcome, Candle. Candle is a part of the community as well. I remember after the live last week, she did a replay. What do you call it? Restream live? Yeah. So, Candle, I'll check out Candle as well. I don't think I've been on her page since we... Right, so we try to do as much as possible to each other. And sometimes, as I said, you may see persons going on with their life and they look glamorous and all of that, but they're going through a whole lot. I remember this lady, I'm not gonna call her name, but she knows. She was there saying, boy, you don't know the help that I give to these people. And you would think that, yeah, they are in this caliber, this type of caliber, high caliber, status. And some of them come there, they said, oh, like they would say, Miss Nancy, you know that this is my lunch, my breakfast, lunch and dinner. Like one party, and then breakfast, lunch and dinner, they don't have nothing else to eat. Sometimes they come and they just say, give me some, if you can't give me some tea, give me some hot water. And in your mind, you see them going out in that fashion, you think, say, yeah man, them people have money and whatever. But trust me, it is so different. And just the kind tenderness that she would have given to them makes them feel. Sometimes you're back there around some persons and you're hungry or you feel sad, and just by being around them, your whole mood change. Like, it just disappear. So just be the light to someone as we go. Think about it. Only one party, but sometimes they put the best. Yes. That's what I'm saying. That sometimes just the energy that you put out will change the outcome of a whole lot for them. So they may have the one pot, but how you did, you ever, I don't know if you had experienced this, sometimes, well, for me, I can speak for myself. If I am not in the vibes to cook, the food don't come out as how I want it. You see, when I'm in the mood to cook and you're in the vibes, Jamaican would say, in the vibes to cook, the food sweet is sweet is sweet. So they always say you cook with love. I find that when I cook with love, the food tastes so much better than when you just cook, I don't really feel like, it's the same thing when you do something with love, it is received so differently. So I like that. I like that another one. I like this is what I do. What I'm doing. Ah ha ha. Yes, 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 Shine. That's a good one. Yes, 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 so true. I find that when I cook that way I cook, you know, it tastes so much better. So it's the same thing I realize with other persons when they're doing things and you do it with love, it it is received so differently. All right, I pray that you guys will have a wonderful week. Next week is a busy week leading up to Christmas. Um, I'm so grateful for the time spent here. You kept me company, and I don't take any of this for granted. And I'm I said that I'm so like it. I don't know how to express gratefulness. I don't know. But to say I'm super grateful, when you want to express it like in entirely, but it's I don't know what's another word to say. Yes, Christmas is coming quickly, and a lot of things happening. Like I remember VC saying a lot of persons going as well. And that's the next thing. We are here today. We don't know what tomorrow may bring. So we make the best use of the time that we have with each other now. So as I mentioned earlier, persons who you have not seen in a while, just reach out to them to say a quick hello, how you doing, all of that. Because you don't know. You don't know. So let us make the best use of all that we have. Time is so precious now, and we have each other, so let us just embrace this blessing in being there for each other. I don't know what next week will bring, but I do hope that you have a blessed and productive week, one that you will let your light shine, that you will be a blessing and an inspiration to someone, and that what we do here, like supporting each other in this community, will go a far way. Be an example to other communities, because I know there are other persons who would have seen what Nemo is doing and would want to do something of that fashion as well. But let us be an example. So, um, yes, yes. I'm happy to see that, we're here and we're catching up with each other, in the chat, talking and all, learning, because each time I come here, I learn from Boogie, I learn from Lashana, from Shine. I didn't know about those stuff about uploading your videos and all of that. So it is indeed a blessing. I'm not sure. Next week would be the week of the 20. I may come on next week. I'm not going to say, as I know that persons are looking forward to have this little sit down thing. Sometimes I don't know what to say, but when you guys come in the chat and talk, I can piggyback from that and talk as well. And see me I talk so long. But yes, so hopefully in a beauty blessing. Hello, darling. Welcome, my dear. I'm so sorry you came on when we're about to wrap up. Well, when we're wrapping up. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. How are you? In a beauty blessing lifestyle. I will check her out as well. Yes, so guys, yes, so you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of a night and an evening. Really go say evening. Rest of night and God's willing, hi Miss Do It Yourself. You have a hangover. You're just reviving from the hangover with your little ones. Miss Do It Yourself with her grandkids. Beautiful grandkids. Beautiful, beautiful grandkids. I know that they would have kept her on her toes. On her toes, man. So, Miss Do It Yourself, you came on. You're hopping on when we're hopping out. Yes, my darling. You're hopping on. So, I'm about to hang up now, Miss Do It Yourself. Because I know that some persons here have to put their peas, but I hope that they're not so. Some persons would have cooked their peas already. That's something that I shared on one of my live. Some persons would have prepared the meat for tomorrow. It's Sunday. Usually on a Sunday, you guys, I know wherever you are, you have a special meal on a Sunday. I don't know why we do special meals on Sundays, but I realize that in most countries, they have special meals. They have a Sunday dinner. So in different countries, it may be different. In Jamaica, we do rice and peas and chicken or whatever other protein. So on the Saturday, most persons would do the prep, like to put the peas to cook or to season the meat or to peel the potatoes if we're doing mashed potatoes or whatever, if we're blending up seasoning and all, if we're doing jerk chicken. Shana will cook jerk chicken for me. So all of those stuff we prep it up. Doing, perhaps gonna do their prep and all. It's now 9:51 here in Jamaica. I'm sure in other countries it is different. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. I thank you so much for taking the time out to come here and to support me tonight. I'm so grateful. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your night and you have a blessed week, a productive one. And please remember to inspire someone on the way. It can be something very simple like, how are you? Or you give a smile, or like miss anything. Just think about something and inspire someone. Alright? Good night. Alright. Bye and stay blessed now.